I'm si Farah.
Yes, so magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, and this is Ate Farah from Soroptimist International of Alabang, and I am going to be your host for today's Usapang A.T.E. And I would like to introduce to you our moderator, and she's none other than our club president, the club president of Soroptimist International of Alabang, or SI Alabang, to introduce to you our guests this afternoon. So take it away, Press 1.
Good afternoon, ladies and some gentlemen here. Okay, thank you so much, RMC Farah. So today we have two special guests. The first guest, I will introduce her. The second guest, RMC Farah will introduce because they are friends. Okay, our resource speaker is my friend. She graduated from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Bachelor in Accountancy in 1985, cum laude. And she just graduated or got her MBA this March pala, at the Philippine Christian University with an average of 1.1. O diba, talagang smart. This is really very smart. She's a CPA since May 1986, and she is a Board of Accountancy accredited. She's also a BIR accredited tax practitioner. She's also a CDA accredited external auditor and ASEAN chartered accountant accredited. For her community, she's a member of SI Alabang and also a member of the Ministry of Family in Christ. So she's also active in church. In her field, she's the past president of the Association of Certified Public Accountants in Public Practice, Laguna Chapter or ACPAP, in 2019 to 2020. And currently, she is the VP for membership of FICPA, Laguna Chapter. And she's also a board of trustees of the ACPAP Foundation currently. And right now, she is the managing owner of Francisco Mendoza Accounting Services, or FMAS, for the past 21 years. So she's been an accountant a practicing accountant for the past 21 years by her own firm. But prior to that, she worked for a short stint lang for 3 years at Ford Motors Philippines as internal controller and general accounting head. So please help me welcome our Soroptimist member, zooming now from Melbourne, Australia, Maria Lourdes Mendoza. Can we give her a virtual clap?
Hello. Good afternoon or good evening, Press Duan, RMC Farah, and to everyone in Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Muntinlupa, and to all my sisters in Soroptimist International Alabang, and to our other guest speaker, Miss Loj. Good afternoon or good evening to all of you. Thank you, Press Duan, for this chance or this opportunity to at least partake or share my knowledge on taxes. And this is also one of my advocacy to give like a webinar, trainings, or information about taxes, being a CPA in public practice and being a BIR practitioner, tax practitioner. So, let me start with this, no? 'Di ba? Parang meron ako narinig in one of the homilies na naatenan ko. Sabi ni Father, everyone wants to go to heaven. Pero ayaw naman mamatay. Walang gustong maunang mamatay. So, tayo din lahat, everyone wants a high salary, a big income and profit, pero ayaw natin ng malaking tax. Tama po ba? So, ngayon, explain natin or I will share sa inyo yung mga taxes sa Pilipinas at kung paano mag-start, lalo na sa mga kagaya natin, sa mga estudyante na nandito who wants to be entrepreneur, who wants to be professional, and who wants to, grow your business later on. So, sa isang business, ngayon, medyo meron na siyang tinatawag na RFP ang tawag. RFP. R for register, F, file, and P, pay. Ito yung acronym na sinabi ng BIR, or lagi ko yan tinatandaan kasi sinasabi ko yan sa mga clients ko. Kasi nung araw, matatandaan nyo, nung parang yung mga sari-sari store, nung parang maliit pa ako, mga siguro circa 1970s. Yung ba mga sari-sari store or yung mga operator of jeepneys, do you think nung araw nag-register ba yan sa BIR? Parang hindi. Pero syempre nag-evolve na, dumadami na din ang mga pangangailangan ng ating bansa. In fact, now nung nag-research ako, ang Philippine national budget nung year 2022 was 5 point something trillion. I-round up ko na lang, 5 trillion daw ang Philippine national budget. About 60% of that would come from BIR and the customs. So mga 3 trillion ang nanggagaling sa buwis, sa BIR and sa custom. So ang talagang big contributor for the Philippine national budget ay ang mga buwis. 'Di ba ang buwis yan ang nagpapasweldo sa mga public school teachers. In fact, kayo mga taga PLM, scholar ng bayan. Ako din po, scholar ako ng bayan because I graduated from a state university. So, ang nagpapaandar or nagko-continuous ng mga yan ay ang ating pong mga buwis. Public hospitals, transportations, all of these are being run by our taxes. So ngayon, parang nung yun nga, I said, nag-evolve na, no? So even the sari-sari stores now are being required to register, file, and pay. Kasi nag-evolve na rin yung mga pangangailangan natin. Marami na ding mga sari-sari stores owner or even jeepney operators, tricycle drivers. How can they file for a loan in bank? How can they get credit cards kung wala kang tax na binabayaran? Kasi ngayon, number 1 na requirements ay ang ITR. So meron niyang pupunta sa akin, parang gusto magpagawa. Ma'am, pwede po magpagawa ng ITR? Ang dalawang tanong ko dyan, empleyado or business owner? Parehong hindi. Ipa-file nating ITR, di ba? Ang ITR, either empleyado ka or business owner ka. Kung business owner ka at hindi ka naman nag-register sa BIR, hindi ka din makakapag-file ng ITR because of the technology now. Ang ITR ay hindi na lang po yung pwedeng nagpapatatak o bumibili ng pagtatak sa rekto. EBIR form na tayo ngayon. Matalino din po kasi ang mga head ng BIR eh. Usually, mga yan po ay mga CPA lawyers din or mga nanggaling din like si Secretary Cesar Purisima, he was a partner of SGB. So they know din yung mga galawan natin ng mga CPA. So mga accountants, alam din po nila yan. So nag-evolve na rin ang BIR, nag-computerize and all. Hindi na po pwede ngayon yung mga sulat-sulat lang ang EBIR forms. At pagkatapos tatatakan nyo po, ay may ITR ka na. Hindi na po ganyan ngayon, di ba? EBIR forms na. So, let's go dun sa sabi ko po na register, file, and pay. When you register, you can register either as sole proprietor, corporation, or partnership. Pag sole proprietor, you will do DTI, business permit, and BIR. Pag corporation and partnership, you should register in SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission of the Philippines, and then do business permit and BIR registration. So hindi po pwede na yung sole proprietor ay mag-SEC. Hindi rin naman po si SEC ay nagdi-DTI. Remember niyo po yan. Yan po yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo. Pag sole proprietor, syempre isang tao ka lang na may-ari. Pag partnership, 2 or more. Pag corporation, 3 or more. Pero ngayon po, may bago na naman si SEC na nilabas. There is what we call now as OPC, one-person corporation. So ang isang tao ay pwedeng mag-ari as corporation ng isang korporasyon. Ginawa po itong OPC na ito to at least protect yung mga properties po ng isang tao. Kasi di po ba pag sole proprietor, pag nagkautang ka, nagkaroon ka ng obligasyon sa BIR or sa mga ibang tao, they can always run after your property. Kaya nga po yung iba, mas gusto nila na magkorporasyon or may partnership to protect their personal properties, mga assets po nila. So yan po, pag gusto nyo magtayo ng negosyo, mag-register po tayo. Kasi, di ba pag register ka, oh legit, kasi may resibo. How can you grow your business? How can you offer to corporations na maghihingi or mga malalaking businesses na maghihingi din ng resibo sa inyo? Mahirap po yun kasi hindi ka mag-grow pagka yung parang, ang tawag ba dun sa term na yon, hindi legit or bogus or ano ba yun? Minsan pag hindi ka registered, ano ba mga tawag sa ganun na ano? Basta pag hindi ka registered in the BIR, wala kang DTI at wala ka ring business permit, di parang ano ka lang, yung parang fly by night lang or what. And yun nga, hindi tayo mag-grow ng ganun kasi wala tayong legal entity as business owner. So I suggest for all of you who wants to have a business later on or when you become a professional, kagaya ko po, registered po ako as certified public accountant at syempre meron akong business BIR TIN, meron akong business permit, meron din akong DTI. So, mga CPAs, mga future CPAs na nandito, either pag nagtrabaho kayo, siyempre kukuha kayo ng TIN nyo, or if you want to practice and have your own firm, magre-register kayo sa BIR. Okay? So, ito namang mga tinatawag nating mga corporations and partnership, yun nga, you have to choose, parang mag-choose ka ng iyong corporate name, tapos i-register mo sa SEC. Later on, pagka gusto nyo magtayo ng mga corporation and partnership, accounting firms or mga management consultants like ours, ay may mga ganito pong services. So, ayan. What are the kinds of corporations in the Philippines? Yun nga, kanina nasabi ko, di ba, may OPC, meron ding non-stock non-profit organizations, non-stock non-profit organization like our club, Soroptimist International, yung mga foundations, meron ding mga charitable institutions, merong mga professional organizations like PICPA, yung Philippine Institute of CPAs, member dyan si Dean at saka ako, syempre, at yung mga professional organization ng mga doctors, mga dentists and all. Meron ding mga educational institutions. So, ang mga educational institutions, like yung company o yung malaking institution nila, RMC FARA, it's either kasi ano sila, non-stock non-profit din or pwede ding educational institution with stock, may mga ganon. So iba-iba yung mga taxes niyan. Now, when you register sa BIR, may mga ganitong common issues. Press 1, nag-register sa BIR, nagkaroon ng COR. Tapos hindi na nila final, wala silang final kahit ano, they forgot everything about their registration. Ngayon, pag meron na sila, kuwari, naubusan sila ng resibo or what, ang BIR, bago sila mag-serve sa atin, titignan nila, ay, ano ba to? Updated ba to? Nagbayad ba to? If not, meron ka mga open cases. So medyo may blackmail din tayo ni BIR. I-file nyo po muna to, bayaran nyo po muna to. So number 1, tip, when you register, you have to file. Hindi nyo pwede pong pinababayaan yan. Meron nga akong isang client, nagpa-process kami ng estate tax ng daddy niya. Sus Mariose, parang 2011, up to ngayon na magpa-file na ng estate tax, ay hindi nag-file ang kanyang daddy. So sa katutak, parang 100,000 more or less pa yung penalty. Kasi nga, hindi nag-file. So they thought, pag tinigil mo, okay na yan, papabayaan na yan ni BIR. Hindi po. Para po din yung taxi na may metro. Pag hindi ka nagbayad, naku, dagdag ng dagdag yung mga open cases and penalties ninyo. So, when you register, you have to file. Whether 0, wala kang babayaran, you still have to file. Pag may babayaran, syempre, next, you have to pay. Kasi pag may payable ka, tapos hindi mo binayaran, ay nako, 25% penalty, and then interest 12%. Every day binibilang po ni BIR yan until you find out or until you are ready to pay at saka ka magbabayad ay napakalaki na. Minsan natitriple or nagiging 4 pa ang payable. So yon, register, file, and pay. Do not forget that po. Ngayon, if you want to close your business, you have to also close it. Huwag niyo pong i-abandon ang inyong korporasyon, ang iyong sole prop, or ang iyong partnership. What will happen if you abandon it? Yun nga, like what I said, parang hindi ka rin nag-file, di ba? So parang akala ni BIR, akala nyo nakakalimutan ni BIR yun. Ay, nag-jump off the boat ang tao, hindi nag-file. Pero alam ni BIR lahat kasi computerized po si BIR. Alam po nila lahat every month every quarter na hindi ka nag-file, sisingilin ka po nila. So if you want to file for closure, nag-end or no operation, if you want naman na hindi ka ma-penalty, mag-no operation, file ka pa rin, 0. Tapos pagka gusto mo na mag-resume, meron ka na uling business, sige, file na tayo uli. Pero kung totally you will not use your business name or your business registration, mag-file po tayo ng closure. In the BIR website po, nandyan lahat. Marami po. If you will subscribe to any BIR website, ang dami po nilang webinars, ang dami nilang mga info na pwede nyo pong sundan kung paano. Kung ayaw nyo pong magbayad ng mga accountant na kagaya namin at gusto nyong gawin on your own, pwede po na rin kayong magpatulong sa mga taga-BIR. Meron sila doon ng mga help desk at meron din po silang officer of the day na pwede nyo pong tanungin. Yan. Next topic po natin, ano-ano ang mga taxes sa Pilipinas? So meron tayong sales tax. When you register, you have to choose whether VAT ka ba or non-VAT ka. Ang non-VAT, yung mga benta ninyo or your future gross sales for the year or ang iniisip mo, bibenta lang ako siguro nitong year na to mga 2.5 million lang. Pag non-VAT, kasi ang non-VAT, 1% or 3%. Ngayon kasi naka 1% siya because of the create, no? Pero comes June, babalik na ulit yung non-VAT, so 3%.
Halatang pambabae ni, hindi bagay.
Excuse me, Miss Raina.
Bagay pambabae kasi, tira mo yung sa leeg.
Hello, Miss Raina. Paki-off po ang inyo Okay. So I was saying, no, yung non-VAT ay ngayon ay 1% of gross sales, pero ang gross revenue mo for the year, it should be less than 3 million. Pag nag 3 million, you should convert to VAT. Or if alam mo naman na ang benta mo ay magiging more than 3 million, sa registration nyo pa lang dapat ay mag-choose ka na ng VAT. Meron ding mga companies or corporation na exempt from VAT. These are the mga companies who are selling mga raw or agricultural products, yung mga nagbebenta ng bigas, mga nagbebenta ng mga meats and mga raw, yun, yung mga chicken, mga ganyan, not yung mga may once na tinimplahan mo na or something, ano na yon, magiging vatable na siya. Pero yon, may mga companies na VAT exempt. Mayroon ding tinatawag na mga zero-rated VAT, yung mga nandun sa PEZA, nasa PEZA or export zone, kagaya ng mga nasa LTI or yung mga nasa iba-ibang export zones all over the Philippines, nag-apply sila ng mga zero-rated VAT. These are yung mga companies na nagpo-produce ng mga for exports only. So yun yung kinds of sales tax in the Philippines, the 12% VAT and the 1% percentage tax, or later on it would be back to 3%. Kasi nagbigay lang ang ating BIR ng parang alam ni Press Duan to because one of her companies ay nasa percentage tax kasi ay tawag doon, public transport, like right, Press Duan, ano? Okay, so yon. And then we also have what we call withholding taxes. So I'm sure yung mga estudyante natin sa PLM na nakapag-take na ng mga taxation subjects nila, they know how withholding taxes works. So when you pay somebody, you have to withhold taxes from them. Like for example, 5% to 10% for professionals, 2% for subcontractors, 5% for rental. Ito yung parang ibinabawas ng sino man na nagbabayad, parang advance income tax nung binabayaran nyo. Kasi para maobliga din later on, no, na mag-file ng mga taxes nila, yung mga binabayaran ninyo. Yung ibinawas nyo naman dun sa pinagbabayaran ninyo, bibigyan nyo sila ng certificate of withholding tax, which they can claim as credit to their income tax when they file their income taxes. Okay? So that's withholding taxes. Yun ding mga sumusweldo, yung mga salaried employees, they also have their own withholding tax. It's called withholding tax compensation na meron namang sinusunod na withholding tax table. The first 250,000 or if you're a minimum wage earner, walang tax, exempt yung mga yan. So Pag gusto nyo naman na mas malaki ang sweldo nyo, yun, mas malaki ang tax, di ba? So yun, withholding taxes on compensation. And then the last tax that we know, although ito yung pinaka-common as of now, kasi maraming taxes sa Philippines, merong fringe benefit tax, estate tax, DST or documentary stamp tax. Pero I want to discuss lang yung three na mostly yun yung parang pinaka-kailangan nating malaman. Yung last is yung income tax. Income tax deadline was last Monday. So lahat kami, mga business owners, nag-file. At ang mga katulad ko na auditors and accountants, yan mga hindi mga hindi nagtulog or talagang nagpuyat at nagpursige para sa mga taxes ng kanilang mga kliyente. So ang income tax sa Pilipinas as of now for corporations and partnership ay 20% and 25%. It used to be galing to sa 30%, but because of the CREATE law or the train law, naging 20 and 25%. Meron siyang qualification how you would be in the 20% and the 25%. Ang income tax, meron siyang 3 quarters na binabayaran, quarterly income tax, and then yung annual, ang deadline ay every April 15, yung 3 quarterly taxes na binayad mo ay ibabawas mo naman doon sa bayarin mo for the annual income tax. For mas tamang pagpa-file po, yun, i-announce ko lang, you have to get someone like us for the correct filing of your taxes. Pero pag kaya naman po ng mga kagaya natin, budding accountants, pwede po ninyong gawin yan, lalo na kung ITR lang naman. Pero pag may audited financial statements, you would need the signature of the Board of Accountancy accredited accountants like me na mag-audit. Kailangan po mag-audit. Hindi po tinagsabi lang ngayon na kailangan mag-sign na, no. Dapat po nag-audit po tayo. Nag-audit po. Pinapa-audit po natin ang ating mga financial statements for mga accredited auditors like me. Ang ino-audit po ng mga auditors like me ay yung mga financial statements na ginawa ng mga accountants po ninyo. So sa atin mga future accountants, iba po ang role ng accountants and auditors sa isang business ha. Ang accountant po ay compiler or they prepare the financial statements of the company. The auditor gives an opinion. Nag-check po siya ng katamaan or kung ano po yung pinresent na financial statements ng inyong accountant. Ino-audit po namin yung gawa ng mga accountants. So ayan po ha. Hindi po tayo commissioner auditor na nagsasign-sign lang po ha. Iniisa-isa po ang ating pong mga financial statements para po ma-present ng tama ng mga board of directors sa mga kasamahan nila ng mga nagmamay-ari at ganoon din po para po na bibigyan ng halaga din ng BIR na ito ang business na to ay na-audit ng isang BOA accredited accountant auditor ay mas makampante din po ang BIR na maayos po ang pagbabayad ng taxes na ito. Yan. So, idadagdag ko lang pala dun sa mga exempt din na mga businesses. Yung co-op po, narinig nyo na po ito, no? May mga tawag din na tinatawag na cooperative sa ating pong bansa. Yan po ay may mga exemption din. Yun din pong mga homeowners association. Ito marami din po akong client na mga homeowners association. Meron kasing Magna Carta for homeowners association. So exempt po ang mga membership or association dues niyan. Pero pag po may iba pang services na ibinibigay ang isang homeowners association na hindi po yung association dues na yon. For example po, nagrenta ka ng yung ano ba yan, yung clubhouse or something. Yes. Outsider ka. Iyan po means nabavat na po yan or nape-percentage tax at may income tax na rin po yan. Mga yan. Yan ang aking pong gustong i-share sa inyo mga future accountants and mga future business owners and professionals. Let us pay taxes correctly and on time para po tayo masasabi natin, I love the Philippines, I pay taxes. At minsan po pag magtataray ka, hoy, ako nagpapasweldo sa'yo, hindi, wag ba? Minsan ako nung araw, minsan pag nagagalit ako, ma'am, ang pulis na to, napakasalbahe naman. Ako nagpapasweldo sa'yo. Ay, hindi po, ganun. Pero sa totoo lang din naman po, totoo po yun. Our taxes, ang lifeblood or lifeline ng ating pong bansa. So kung mahal po natin ang ating bansang Pilipinas, ako po mahal ko pong Pilipinas, nandito lang po ako ngayon sa Melbourne ay para mag-alaga ng apo. Uuwi din po ako sa Pilipinas. Kami po ng aking asawa ay pareho po kaming CPA at pareho po kaming nagbabayad ng taxes ng tama, nagmamahal sa Pilipinas. At lagi pong sinasabi ng asawa ko, kung lahat po tayo ay aalis sa bansang Pilipinas, ay papaano na lang daw po ang ating bansa. So yun po ang aking share for today. Press Duan, RMC Farah. Thank you very much. I hope ay may natutunan kayo. And if you have common issues in accounting and taxes, you can type po your questions sa chat box natin and try ko po i-answer mamaya. Thank you.
Yes, if you have questions, please type in the chat box and we will answer them later sa ating Q&A portion. But before that, we're going to introduce our next guest. Okay, she's our medyo millennial to, no? Medyo bata-bata to, no, Lourdes, no? She's a friend of Miss Farah A.T.E to, okay? Let me just introduce her to you, okay? She is a fashion designer, okay, by profession. She graduated at the Fashion Institute of the Philippines in Santa Rosa in 2019. So, medyo bata pa talaga. And School of Fashion and Arts in Makati City. But she graduated Bachelor of Science in Political Science, di ba? Sa College of Law at the University of Cordillera, graduated 2004. She is now the chief designer and founder of Anthology Clothing. So, nako, ano to, parang designer for the stars siya, no? Mga sila icon millennials lang naman, tsaka si Catriona Gray lang naman yung kanyang mga damitan, si Miss Farah A.T.E lang naman. So talagang wow. And then, yes, very active in social media and for daily postings, mga digital ads. So sa mga millennials, I know you can really relate to her. Tapos, yan, she oversees the daily business of Anthology, designing and styling every collection. At aside from that, napag-alaman ko din, from my research, her brand also goes to the US, okay? In fact, yung kanyang, it's called Emporium, which handles her brand in the US, is located at Los Angeles, California. So if you have friends in LA, you can also see her designs there. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you one of the mentors of Go Negosyo, Miss Loj Toñacao. Hi, Miss.
Wow. Good afternoon. Thank you for the very generous introduction, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Ayan. Question sa inyo. For sure, because of the access, di ba? Ni Miss Loj.
Yes.
What are the advantages of being a legit, sabi nga ni legit business, you're compliant with the LGU, with the BIR. What's your advantage over those in your similar business pero hindi sila registered with the BIR and LGU? What is the advantage of business?
Honestly, when I was just starting, I wouldn't say naman na agad-agad with that. Let me just have a few introduction of my how I started in Anthology. Okay, this is very, very good for students because ako din, I became someone who just dreamt, I want this. I've been working in a corporate world for I think 10 years already, but I know I want something else. Ganun ako, I think mapangarap ako sa part na yun. But it's something na parang hindi nag-work yung creativity ko. And I'm a creative person. So, I tried doing, it was just made to order, ready-made clothes, I get it, and then, or scarf, ganyan yung ginagawa ko before, and then I sell it. But then, we saw the potential na, why not ako naman yung gumawa? Diba? How will I be able to do it? How will I get into the market? That's why ang naging religion is with just 5,000 pesos of 5,000 pesos na capital. There is where I started. With 5,000, and then I tried to sell it with my friends, kila Ate Farah. Talagang, sabi ko, wow, 5,000, naging 15,000. Okay yun diba? Tapos, yun naman talaga. But I'm sorry, Miss Dudette, hindi ko agad siya ni-register because I only have 5,000 at that time. Diba? So, I was just checking the market. How will I be able to do it? Ganon. How will will this work or not? I didn't know that it will work. So that's the time that I have to really register. I know I have to register it because a lot of opportunities are coming, lalo na to those who are registered. Like, for example, there are bazaars. At that time, that was like, I think, 7 years ago, there were bazaars na naghahanap na ng BIR. So, kailangan talaga. So, wala akong choice at that time, but to register talaga. And I'm not saying na hindi na i-rehistro kasi wala, as I've said, di ba, hindi nga siya, walang masyadong opportunity, like meron din ang DTI ng mga programs for us who are registered company. So, I guess yun yung isa sa mga opportunity namin. Like, for example, last year, I was one of the scholar of European Union. Hindi ka pwedeng makapasok in those programs if you're not registered. Kasi nga sabi nga ni Miss Ludette, hindi siya parang ano lang siya, parang nakalutang ka lang if you're not registered. At first, of course, we want everything na gusto kong kumita. But then again, I forgot or hindi ko rin agad na foresee na laki pala. And yun nga, medyo ano naman na nun, I really have to register it. Tsaka, but I learned the hard way also. Nag-register ako, nagkaroon rin kami ng mga problems along the way. But, okay naman ngayon. So, that's it.
Wow, thank you. So, from 5,000, syempre, it grew and grew. So, you really feel na kailangan mo register because the bazaars will be looking for it, diba?
Yes, looking for it.
Kaya arts will look for it. And yung mga clients pa, mga big time, diba?
Yes, especially companies.
Yes. So, how does it feel as an entrepreneur? May I ask lang, is it okay, just to share to everyone, how young
Sure,
are
go
you?
ahead.
How young are you?
I'm 39. Nagdalawang isip ko. 39. I'm 39 years old. I started around mga 29 po. Mga ganun ako. Nag-start with the business.
So how do you feel as an entrepreneur that aside from being able to help, diba, your employees, you're giving them work, how is it feel to be able to take taxes for nation building? Diba? How does
wow. Should I say I feel great? It's, I'd be very honest, it's one of the challenges, na when you pay taxes, sabi ko nga kay Ate Farah, medyo challenging siya kasi ang laki ng binabayaran namin. Tapos, do we see it? Natatawa si Miss John, pero totoo, nakikita ko ba ano bang advantage, diba? But because the private sectors are the one really good on yan talaga, like ang nagiging advantage siguro on the private sectors, and every time you pay taxes din naman talagang they accept you as their members. I'm one of the members for Network for Enterprising Women and Philippine Young Entrepreneurs Association. Hindi ka naman siya pwedeng pumasok kapag hindi ka nagbabayad ng tax. Right? So, yun yung isa sa mga siguro advantage natin. But of course, it feels good na legit to. Like, as I've said, we are actually one of the signatory company for United Nations WEPs. So, how would you be able to get in that? Because kailangan nila, iba-background check. How legit is your company? Hindi mo magagawa yun if you are not a registered brand or a registered company. So, did I answer it right?
Yes. Yes naman, yes. You feel great because you're able to, diba, your tax, especially ngayong April 15, we just pay the income tax, diba?
Yeah.
Natin. So, but
kakamit ko lang sa kahapon sa kanya, sa aking
sa BIR.
Medyo malaki-laki ang mga taxes.
That's right. Ang sakit nga po eh. Sabi ko nga, ang sabi namin, millennials, ang sakit sa bangs, ang laki ng tax ko.
True. Pero how does it feel naman that you're able to employ yung mga weavers natin, di ba? I see in your Facebook that meron kayong mga taga-bukid noon na weavers.
Yes.
Mga Filipiniana dresses. So how does it feel that you're able to give them jobs?
Yeah, honestly, actually, before we didn't started like that. We started as parang how will I get into the market, as I've said earlier, diba? So just ordinary fabrics, like for this one is not an ordinary fabric. This is from Kalinga. Our weavers made them, but anyway, ganun yung ginawa ko before, because I only have a little capital, and also wala pa akong network nun. Medyo yun lang yung ginagawa ko. But as time passes, gusto ko talaga to make something unique. Let's say, to strengthen the culture and strengthen also the Filipino crafts. Kasi madaming magagaling dito. So right now, the same thing. I feel great, but more of I feel yeah, awesome. I feel really blessed that I am able to give them jobs at the same time. And we are not talking about people who want some luxury. We give them something to eat. We give them food. Hindi tayo nagbibigay sa kanila to get something that they want. Nagbibigay tayo ng trabaho sa kanila to send their children to school. To send their to give individuality, to give something sa mga sarili nila, to empower them at the same time. That's what I want. If some people can buy Louis Vuitton in that price range, why not buy something local? Why not support them?
All right. So thank you so much, Ms. Loj. I would like to ask for our students here, can you please raise your hand if you're an entrepreneur student? Can you raise your hand? So we will just have Ayan. Raise your hand if you're an entrepreneurial student, or is it a course? Sorry.
Entrepreneurship.
Okay, that's a course. All right. So, ayan. Kasi I'm looking at them. Kasi
mga naka-off cam sila eh.
Oh, they cannot raise their
yung
hand.
raise hand sa ating
reactions.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to know if you're there, please react. Raise your hand if you are an entrep student. And heart naman kapag accounting student. Ayan, so Bernadette Barolo is our Live Your Dream candidate sa Alabang. She's an accountancy, di ba? Accounting student. Ayan. Two participants raised. How about the others? I wanted to ask lang, kasi I want to know, because I want to ask Ms. Loj to give advice to our aspiring entrepreneurs, the young entrepreneurs right now. What will be your greatest advice for them being in college pa? They're, I think, in second year, they are third and fourth year. Ayan.
Talagang greatest advice. I don't know if this is the greatest advice, but for each and every one of us has a gift. Imposibleng wala tayong gift that God has given us. And with that gift, it is your responsibility to discover it. You have to discover what is this that I'm good at. Siguro sa akin, with the ability that I have being creative, it was given by God. So one thing that I want to tell them is that they have to know what is their talent, what is their gift, because it's impossible and then pursue it. When you pursue it, di ba lagi na when you pursue what God wants you, or basta sure ka na it's something, you have to pray about it, and God, and if it's something that it's for you, if it's God-given, you will definitely be successful on that. Wag lang tumigil. Don't stop. Because if I stopped at that time that our business is very down, there's no anthology. There's no Hollywood fashion show that will be coming this May. There's walang ganon. So I know it's something that God has given us, that to pursue what passion that you have, that God has given you. You know, sabi nga in Matthew, seek ye first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So let's keep on praying about it, and of course discover. Hindi naman pwedeng we just pray about it and then we don't do something. We don't do something on that, right? We have to discover it, discover the talent, and pursue it. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Discover your talent and then pursue it, of course, with prayers. And do not be you feel bad kapag may mga failures, because failures are definitely
Yes,
are there.
you learn from it. Yes, that's it, right. Andiyan na yan. Andiyan na yan. Wala tayong magagawa.
Wala yatang business na walang failures, ano?
Yes, opo, maraming tama. And Miss Nodette, just to add on, no, na, kasi kanina, di ba, sabi nyo nga, yung, we have to pay our taxes. Ito rin yung one, sabi ko talagang, ito siguro talaga yung sign na kailangan ko na talagang magbayad. Dati, sabi na dito, Romans 13:7, to everyone what is due to them, tribute to whom tribute is due, tax whom tax is due, respect to whom respect is due, honor to whom honor is due. Ayun, napabayad po ako ng tax. Yun talaga.
Wow.
But because I know, di ba? Kasi naku, wait lang, hindi pa ako nagbabayad ng tax. Aside from that.
Alam mo, Miss Loj, nasa ano ko yan eh, nasa intro ko yan. It's here.
In Romans.
Ganon, taxes way back pa sa Bible, di ba?
Yes.
Give to Caesar what is good due to
Yes,
Caesar.
due to Caesar.
Kaya
Yes.
nga si Matthew ay tax collector, di ba?
That's right.
Ito talaga
That's right.
matagal na ang mga pagbubuwis na
Yes,
yan.
we really have to pay taxes. Wala na, ganun na po talaga.
Thank
So,
you.
Miss
Thank you.
Lodette, bago mag-guest si Lodge dito, nagbayad mo na ng tax, baka sitahin mo sa...
Bayad mo na ako, minute ko po muna kahapon na mag-aayos ng tax
Thank
ko.
you. Thank
June.
you. Compliant.
Yes, that's right.
Talagang sa mga students natin, taxes are really, it's not it's actually in the Bible. Dito Caesar,
Yeah.
what is Caesar nga. So, yung mga, if you think that yung BIR parang kalaban sila, actually they are not. They are actually like they are tax collectors. It's not it's for nation building. So if you are an entrepreneur, you will be soon entrepreneurs, you'll be accountants, you'll be actually one of the pillars of nation building, because without the accountants and the entrepreneurs, there will be no taxes to pay for everything, for our bridges, hospitals, schools like CL Moon, o diba? So, ayan, I think Ms. Farah share to, nasa tayo eh. Let's get some question and answers na tayo. Let's get some questions from
Sige.
our students.
Meron ba kayong mga katanungan? You can ask it live or you can type it in our chat box. So far, parang ang tahimik ng audience natin. Either sobrang galing talaga ni Miss Lodette saka ni Miss Lodge na super naintindihan nila, wala silang tanong, or nahihiya silang magtanong, or dapat ba ako ang unang magtanong? Pero Miss Lodette, may tanong ako habang nag-iisip pa yung ba. Nasa Q&A na ba tayo? Press 1.
Yes.
O di ba bayaran ng taxes last April 15 and every April 15? Paano po yung mga hindi nakapagbayad, hindi nakahabol o nawala sa isip nila? Pwede pa po ba? And ano ang consequences ng mga hindi umabot sa pagbabayad ng taxes nung due date?
You can still file, kaya lang meron na siyang 25% penalty and surcharges, and yung interest nga na 12% na everyday ay nagko-compute. You can still file. Pwede pa rin mag-file. Lahat naman ng taxes, even after the deadline, ay pwede mo pa rin i-file. Kaya lang, yun lang, 25%. Biro mo kung 10,000 ang iyong tax due, maa-add na kaagad ng 2,500, magiging 12,500. Tapos kung ilan pa yung araw na hindi mo siya na ibayad, may 12% interest pa siya.
Okay po. Para po sa mga small business owners or mga hindi alam, kasi sabi nyo kanina, you highly advise that we hire accountants to help us in filing our taxes. where should they go? Kasi syempre small pa lang sila. Hindi nila alam saan pupunta o may hotline ba or something to help them start. Kunyari sa firm, sa company ninyo po, meron po ba kayong how would they get in touch with an accountant or first things first, ano ba dapat gawin nila?
Okay. Actually, when you register with the BIR, upon issuance or release of your certificate of BIR registration o yung COR, BIR Form 2303, meron na kaagad training or information doon sa BIR mismo. Pero kung gusto nila ng magkaroon ng further information or yun nga, malaman nila yung mga how to file and all, pwede sila mag-follow. Ang dami, actually now, ang dami ng mga informatics na sa either sa YouTube, meron din sa mga pages, meron din sa mga kagaya namin ng mga organization namin, yung Philippine Institute of CPAs and yung Association of CPAs in Public Practice. Kung minsan, meron din kaming mga free webinars, yung in collaboration with the BIR, like the BIR RDO where I am, it's RDO 57 in Binyan. It covers Santa Rosa, Binyan, Cabuyao, San Pedro, where also our President Duan is registered. Yan, meron silang mga free webinars every Wednesday yan or every Tuesday yata. Basta lang you have to subscribe to either or follow the pages of BIR or our firm. Also, we have our page na pwede niyong ma-follow and pwede namin kayong tulungan. Ako din, nabibigay ako ng mga consultancy fee na pagka may mga nagtatanong sa akin kasi meron nga akong page, no? May magtatanong sa akin kung paano gagawin ito. Nag-ano naman ako, wag mo lang akong hihinga ng na mapakigawa nga po ito. Ay, paano po yan? Something like that. Pero yeah, we help naman our mga kababayan.
Pero mahal po ba magkaroon ng auditor, external auditor and accountants outside your company? I mean, especially if budding entrepreneurs, can they afford to pay your professional fee?
Naku, parang ano yan, ang mga auditors, professional fees and audit, syempre meron din tayong mga levels, no? Merong mga, hindi naman tayo kagaya ng mga top big firms na syempre ang mga nakaka-afford nun, mga multinational lang din. Kaya meron ding small and medium firms like us or meron ding mga hindi kami nagkaroon ng mga standard fees kasi nga parang iba-iba din kami ng status or stature. So ako naman, if someone magpapa-submit ng proposal sa akin, ang tinitignan ko din ay yung kung gaano kalaki yung business, how much yung kanilang gross sales, yung mga ganon. So I think afford naman. In fact, meron ako kahit na kunwari yung mga fish sa Paseo de Santa Rosa, yung mga nagbebenta ng fish lang dyan kasi kailangan nila to grow their business. They need a bank loan, they need for their visa. Ayun pa, kailangan ng mga ITR for visa, credit card, bank loans, housing loans, di ba? So meron ako mga clients, mga salon, yung mga ganyan. So I would say our professional fees, we consider also, aside from the manpower or the man hours that my staff would render, siyempre kino-cost ko rin, plus my fee, my professional fee, my man hours, i-add natin lahat yan. I also consider the paying capacity of, or the size of the business.
Okay.
I think may question na tayo, RMC.
We have a question here. But if April 15 falls on a Saturday or holidays, the next working days po pwede mag-file. Tama po ba? Tama. Di po ba?
Yes.
The next business day.
Yes. That's why yung nakaraan na April 15, ang talagang deadline was last Monday,
17,
April 17. Yes, tama, Bernadette. Thank you.
So another one's from Sophia. Do you have to reach a certain amount of revenue in order to be able to pay tax?
Do you have to reach? Yes, meron din naman tayong for mga withholding taxes, for compensation, yung first 250,000 ay exempt yan. So kung ang sinweldo mo or what would I say, the gross salary that you have is 250,000 for the year or yung mga minimum wage earner, walang tax yon. Tapos yung sa mga ano naman sa mga korporasyon and all, yung sa korporasyon and tsaka sa ano kasi sa partnership, ano siya, kahit 10,000, 1,000, may multiplier kasi, 'di ba? 20%. So, meron ka na kaagad tax. Hindi siya yung walang threshold 'yon. Whether you earn your net profit or your gross profit is 10,000, may 25%, may 20% na, or 10 million, meron din kaagad siyang ano. Not unless net loss ang iyong naging ending line, ano, kung net loss, syempre wala. Pero pag net loss nga pagka sa taas, gross income ka, after 4 years, meron pang tinatawag na MCIT or Minimum Corporate Income Tax. Dun sa mga sole proprietor lang, yung merong threshold na yung first 250,000 ay exempt. The same thing sa mga salaried. Ito pa yung isa kong gusto ding i-tip sa inyo or i-share. Sabi ng husband ko, huwag kang magrereklamo pag malaki ang tax mo. That means malaki ang kinita mo. Di ba? O, ano gusto mo? Di ba dapat ako gusto ko malaki kita at saka malaki income ko. Kahit na ang salary ng husband ko, minsan yata ang kanyang withholding tax ay pwede nang bumili ng isang bagong kotse. Pero parang di ba masakit yun kasi malaki yung kinita mo, malaki yung sinweldo mo pag malaki ang iyong withholding tax or income tax. Yun lang isipin natin.
Yan. So any more questions from our participants? Wala na, para tahimik. Miss Lorlene, our Dean, are you there?
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Lynn? Ayan. So, syempre, before tayo mag-end, gusto ko naman tanungin din kita. Okay lang ba? Let me introduce to you pala are the Dean po no, of PL Moon of Business Business Administration. She's also a CPA and an MBA, ano, and she's also a BIR accredited tax practitioner and TESDA bookkeeping trainer. And before that, she worked in the banking naman sa Allied Banking Corporation at saka mga various companies. So ang question ko lang sa'yo, Ms. Lynn, because you worked in the corporate na before and you are graduate and master's pa from LaSalle. And we all know naman that not a lot of CPAs work in the academe because of the low, di naman low, but medyo lower financial benefits, di ba? Hindi naman ganun kalaki compared to doing practice. Why do you still teach in PL Moon?
Okay. So teaching is not really a pangkabuhayan package. We all know that, no? It's a pampalaki ng puso package. Yan. So pampalaki ng puso package. So I've worked for the industry for more than 20 years already. So aminin na natin sa nakakapagod din kasi magtrabaho sa we always have deadlines. Monthly deadlines, quarterly deadlines, annual deadlines. And before, bago every month, meron kaming MANCOM meeting. So you have to prepare all the documents before the MANCOM meeting. So nakakapagod talaga yung trabaho ng accountant. And you've reached a point, I'm speaking for myself, I've reached a point where I just wanted to rest for a while. And so I stopped, no? And then I studied, no? I finished my masteral. And then when going back after 20 years of working, going back to school really inspired me. I started teaching because I enjoyed teaching. Nagsimula ako sa kids ministry, yung Sunday school, no? So sabi ko, I spent so much time preparing the lessons every Sunday. So kung nai-enjoy ko yung lesson every Sunday, baka ma-enjoy ko ang magturo sa college. So I started with just 2 to 3 subjects and later on I realized that I really like doing it. No? So yun nga. And I always tell my students na hindi nga siya, it's not really pangkabuhayan package. You teach because you love to teach. No? It's like giving back. No? And siguro then, I can afford to teach because I don't have much of expenses. I always tell my students that I live a very simple life, and pagka wala akong masyadong requirement, I don't have children to send to school, wala akong anak, wala akong requirement masyado sa buhay. So I can afford to teach. So it's
So,
it's a
ang dami
passion.
mong children ngayon. So all your students po, Din, are all your parang children mo na. All your students here that are right here right now, parang sila na yung anak mo, you're giving back. It's really more of the heart. So, wala talaga sa pera. It's not about money din naman. Kasi sabi nga natin, di ba? Give to Caesar, to Caesars. But you're giving more actually to God, which we all know naman will give us the best return of investment. Tama po ba? Ayan. So, we are now almost 5 o'clock. Kung wala na pong questions, we are just gonna ask our guests to just promote promote their pages, their business. Can you start with Miss Loj? Can you promote naman yung anthology and yung network for women, maybe to others?
Network for enterprising women. But I'll promote Anthology. Anthology, you can check our page in Instagram. We are more active in Instagram. It's Anthology, ANTHOLOGIE.PH. And we also have in Facebook as well, but we are more on Instagram.
Ayun. So, mga
That's it.
millennials, ayan. IG.
Yeah.
Kasi ako yung millennial eh. So, more on Facebook.
But you can, syempre we have Facebook pa din. We're trying TikTok. We're trying to learn how to do TikTok. Medyo hindi ko na to abot. I'm trying.
Future. Okay lang yan. Okay.
Mhm.
Loj, thank you so much for
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for having me here. Most especially to Miss Farah. Thank you for inviting me. I hope you learned something. Basta just for the students, let's hindi ano ang kapital kung gaano pa kalipit yan. If it's for you, it's for you. It will come. You just have to do your work. You have to do a hard work on it and pay your taxes.
Ayan, Miss Farah, we're going to give our token of appreciation. Meron na kaming e-certificate of appreciation to you.
So I would like to read the text and maybe Press 1 will flash the certificate for our 2 guests. Sino bang unahin natin? While Press 1 is working on that, I would like to read the content of our certificate. Soroptimist International of Alabang. Certificate of appreciation is presented to Maria Lourdes Mendoza, CEO, Francisco Mendoza Accounting Services, for her valuable contribution as guest speaker to Soroptimist International of Alabang's web talk, Usapang A.T.E, for the month of April 2023, entitled Business and Taxes. Given this 19th day of April 2023, signed Donna Duan de Belen, President. And of course, for another certificate of appreciation is given to Loj Toñacao, Chief Designer and Founder of Anthology, for her valuable contribution as guest speaker to Soroptimist International of Alabang's web talk, Usapang A.T.E, for the month of April 2023, entitled Business and Taxes. Given this 19th day of April 2023, signed Donna Duan de Belen, President. I also would like to mention that Logi used to be a member of SI Alabang. So in the membership campaign, we have the 5 R's campaign, and one of the R's is to rekindle or win back old members or previous members to renew their membership to the club. So hopefully in the near future, kakabayad lang kasi ni Lodge ng taxes. So
yeah.
In the near future, Miss Lodge will join us back again in Alabang as a member of SI Alabang. But we're glad that you were able to make time for this despite your busy schedule. Kasi si Miss Lodge, lagi yan ini-invite na mag-guest sa mga webinar eh. Tinutok ko yan karate kasi nakikita ko lang siya sa Facebook. First time ko siyang mapakinggan at mapanood ng actual for the whole interview. So,
ayaw kong papanood kay Miss Farah kasi. Hindi ko sinasabi sa kanya.
So, Miss Lodette and Press 1, Dean Lorlin, magpagawa na kayo kay Anthology ng
Ako, I am one of gusto ko mag-order ng tangkulo ni Lodge.
Yeah. Iba-iba po ito iba-iba kasing weavers, that's why.
Okay.
Ayan. Ayan. So, Miss Lodette, would you like to promote also your accounting firm?
Okay. We are located in Santa Rosa City near Enchanted Kingdom. That's our main office. And we have a branch in Westgate Tower, Alabang, near the Ayala Alabang Gate. I would like to ask the PLM students if you need to OJT. We welcome OJTs for accounting, accounting department and auditing department. So Dean, in case you would send someone po or mga students niyo po to our firm, we welcome you po to
Yes,
our
ma'am po.
firm.
We'll try to send one po.
Opo, thank you po.
Ayan. So, since Miss Lodette told me, lagay ko na itong picture na to. Are you seeing this? I love Philippines.
Yes, I love Philippines.
Ayan, so I think we are all done. So we would like to thank all our viewers who watch. Okay, please follow our FB page and also our YouTube channel. We will be recording this and then show it in our YouTube channel. Please watch it. So mga friends who nakapanood, they can watch it, next week when we edit this. And then yun nga, please help us to promote also our club, Soroptimist, our programs sa Alabang in Muntinlupa. And we hope to see you again in our future webinars. So again, thank you very much and good afternoon.
Can
Thank
we
you.
take pictures for
yes.
documentation? Press 1. Can we turn on our cameras for photo
Okay, oo
op?
nga.
Wala kayong lusot,
Please,
girls and guys.
oo. Ganito ni Miss ni Dean Lin, kung sino talaga ang
Dean,
nakikinig.
no, baka mamaya kunyari nakalagin pero wala sila. So
Oo.
magpakita kayo kay Dean. Patunayan nyo na pumasok kayo ngayon.
Show your videos. I'll record.